Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, An Ordinary but Adorable Day of Tama the Cat. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Tama's Daily Life. Today might seem like an ordinary day, but with Tama, every moment feels like a small adventure wrapped in fur and cuteness. As the first rays of sunlight slip through the curtains, Tama stretches her tiny paws and lets out a long, dramatic yawn. Her fur glows golden in the soft morning light, almost like she's wearing sunshine. Then comes the ritual, the breakfast dance. She circles around my legs, tail high and proud, letting out gentle meows as if she's reminding me, "Hey, human, breakfast doesn't serve itself." After finishing her bowl of tuna and kibble, Tama hops onto the windowsill. From there, she surveys her little kingdom, the balcony plants, the passing motorbikes, and the sparrows chirping nearby. She sits upright, her eyes wide with curiosity. For Tama, watching the world is like watching a movie full of surprises. Sometimes she wiggles her tail, ready to hunt a passing butterfly from behind the glass, only to bump her nose into it. That clumsy moment never fails to make me laugh. Then, as if proud of her morning accomplishments, Tama grooms herself neatly, every stroke of her tongue precise and calm. To her, even self-care is an act of mindfulness. By 9 a.m., she curls up like a cinnamon bun and drifts into her first nap of the day. I often wonder, how can anyone look that peaceful while sleeping? The afternoon sun slides into the room like melted gold. That's usually when Tama's energy bar refills and mischief begins. It starts innocently. She stretches again, blinks sleepily, and looks around for her next mission. Then she spots the curtains fluttering slightly in the breeze. Her pupils dilate. Her whiskers twitch. The great curtain climb begins. "Tama, no," I shout, but it's too late. She's halfway up the curtain, hanging like a tiny explorer on an expedition. For a few seconds, she looks proud, until gravity reminds her that curtains aren't made for cats. She slides down softly, landing on all fours like nothing happened. Then she gives me that look, a mix of embarrassment and dignity, as if to say, "You didn't see that." After her adventure, Tama strolls into the kitchen, pretending to help me with chores. She loves following me around, especially when I'm cooking. Every sound, a chopping knife, a sizzling pan, piques her curiosity. Her head turns side to side, and sometimes she tries to peek onto the counter. If I drop a single grain of rice, she acts as though she just discovered buried treasure. Then comes her favorite part of the day, the Sunbeam session. Around 2 p.m., sunlight hits the living room floor in a perfect golden stripe. Tama knows exactly when and where it happens. She sits patiently until the beam appears, then plops herself right in the middle of it like a queen taking her throne. She stretches out, closes her eyes, and lets the warmth hug her fur. It's pure bliss. Watching her soak in the sunlight makes me realize how beautiful small moments can be when we simply slow down. Sometimes, I join her, sitting beside her on the floor. She opens one eye, looks at me as if to say, "You're learning." Then she purrs softly, a peaceful, steady sound that feels like gratitude. As the sun sets and the air cools, Tama shifts into chill mode. She hops onto my desk while I work, sitting right next to my laptop. I always tell her, "You're blocking my screen," but she just blinks slowly, pretending not to hear. Sometimes she even rests her paw on my hand, like she's reminding me to take breaks. Her purrs fill the room, blending with the quiet hum of the fan. It's a peaceful duet between human and cat. No words needed, just quiet comfort. When I type, she watches the cursor move like a tiny bug, occasionally trying to tap it on the screen. After dinner, she patrols the apartment one last time, making sure every corner smells like home. Then, when I sit on the couch to unwind, Tama jumps beside me, curling up under my arm. Her body is warm, her breathing steady. We watch a bit of TV together. Well, I do. She's more interested in the moving lights. Sometimes, I talk to her softly. "Tama, did you have a good day?" She looks at me, blinks twice, and stretches her paw toward me. That's her answer, I think. Before bed, she performs one last stretch and curls up on the blanket near my feet. Her rhythmic purring soon turns into tiny snores. And that's how our ordinary yet wonderful day ends. A quiet reminder that happiness often hides in the smallest, softest corners of life. Watching Tama live her simple, joyful life teaches me more than any motivational video ever could. She doesn't worry about tomorrow or dwell on yesterday. She lives entirely in the present moment. Every small thing becomes meaningful: a sunbeam, a warm meal, or a soft nap. It reminds me that peace and happiness are not found in constant achievement, but in appreciation. Tama's curiosity also inspires me. She treats every sound, shadow, and new corner as a chance to explore. Maybe that's what keeps her world endlessly exciting. In our busy lives, we often stop noticing the small wonders around us. The smell of morning coffee, the sound of rain, or the comfort of someone we love sitting nearby. Tama never forgets to notice, and neither should we. And finally, Tama's calmness teaches me the beauty of rest. She doesn't feel guilty for taking naps. She knows that rest is part of living fully. We, too, deserve to pause, breathe, and simply be. So the next time life feels rushed or complicated, I remember Tama's ordinary day and how extraordinary it truly is. Because happiness isn't about doing more. It's about seeing more, feeling more, and being fully present, just like Tama.